Hi, good day. Kester here, School Library Services, and I'm here today to share another story with you from the Anansi collection. Just remember, Anansi stories are West African Ghana stories that came down to us through oral tradition. So, for today's rendition, we're going to learn about Anansi and the pear tree. Long ago, Anansi and his family was living in a forest just like this. Anansi and his family had a pear tree in the front of their yard. This wasn't just any kind of pear. This was a special pear. And this pear is what they call the avocado pear. And Anansi and his family would wait every year for the tree to bear fruit. And when the tree bear fruit, they would stop cook. They would turn down all the pots and pans and they would stop cook and they would eat food alone from this pear tree. Anansi and his family loved the pear tree and they always look forward to eating from it. However, one day, Mr. Breeze passed by and Mr. Breeze blew through the whole street. And Anansi and his family was inside and they heard the pear tree in the front rustling up, shaking up as Mr. Breeze made his way down the street. When Anansi came outside, to his noticing, he saw that all the fruits, all the pears, all the avocados that was on the tree fell to the ground. The tree was mashed up with the breeze passing, with Mr. Breeze passing. So Anansi started to cry out, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, look at the pear tree mash up." He called his wife. And his wife came out and all the children came out and the see the pears was on the ground and Anansi started to cry. And his wife started to cry. And Anansi said, just now wife, let me think. I'm not taking nothing. I'll go in and go by Mr. Breeze and complain to him. So Anansi sat off and went by Mr. Breeze and started to complain to him about what happened. And Anansi said, Mr. Breeze, you blow the other day when you passed by my house and there's problems when you pass. And Mr. Breeze say, hi Mr. Anansi, you know, really and truly the other day I remember passing in front of your house and I lean up against a pear tree in front of your yard too hard. And Anansi say, yes, that is the tree that used to feed me and my family every pear season, every avocado season. We will eat them avocados and we will be full. And now we have nothing to eat, Mr. Breeze. And Mr. Breeze said, oh gosh, Anansi, I'm sorry. Here what I'm going to do for you. I have this tablecloth here. And it's a magic tablecloth. And I'm going to give it to you. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the tablecloth and you're going to rest it down and you're going and say, spread my tablecloth, spread. Spread my tablecloth, spread. And the tablecloth will provide you with something to eat. So Anansi took the tablecloth and started to go back home. And on his way home, he started to feel hungry. So he rested the tablecloth down on the ground. And he said, spread my tablecloth, spread. And the tablecloth spread open. And magically, food appeared on the tablecloth before Anansi. Anansi said, what? And he eat all the food, he eat his belly full. And he say, yes, my family and I wouldn't be hungry again. He fold up the tablecloth and he run home. And he rest on the tablecloth there in the kitchen. And he went and sleep. His wife, who was home, was cleaning up, see the tablecloth, take it, went down by the river and washed clothes. She washed the tablecloth and she spread it out to dry. In the evening when she came back home, and she take the tablecloth and say, wife, watch this. This tablecloth go and feed us. And he rest the tablecloth down on the ground. And he say, spread my tablecloth, spread. And the tablecloth did nothing. The tablecloth didn't move. It didn't provide any food. It did nothing. So Anansi say, but like something wrong with this tablecloth. And he tried open it back out again. And it did nothing. So Anansi got angry. And he said, you know what? I'm going back by Mr. Breeze and I'm going and complain to him about how the tablecloth didn't work. Anansi stormed off and went down by Mr. Breeze and was like, Mr. Breeze, look at me this tablecloth here. And the tablecloth ain't doing anything. I say spread and it didn't spread and I didn't get any food. And Mr. Breeze said, oh gosh, I'm sorry. Your children must be hungry and your wife must be hungry. Here, hold on. Lemma and Mr. Breeze brought back a magic pot and gave the magic pot to Anansi, and he said, listen, take this magic pot, and when you go home, you rest it down, and you say, boil my little pot, boil, boil my little pot, boil, and the magic pot will boil and make food for you and your family to eat. And Anansi said, alright, thank you, Mr. Breeze. And he took the magic pot and he went all the way back home, and he set it down on the table in front of his family, and he said, wife, come and see this. Children, come and see this. Boil my little pot, boil. Boil my little pot, boil. And the magic pot boiled food, rice and peas. And Anansi and his family sat down and they ate food until the belly was full from the magic pot. And they all went and sleep. And Anansi's wife wake up first, and she took the magic pot and she washed it. The following day, Anansi came to the pot and he took it up. He was feeling hungry and he said, boil my magic pot. Boil my little pot, boil. And the pot didn't boil. The pot brought forward no food. So Anansi got real mad this time. He said, nah, Mr. Breeze playing a trick on me. I'm going down by Mr. Breeze and I'm going to take this pot and I'm going to pelt it inside the house and I'll get on real bad. Because here what's going on, he can't be treating me so. And Anansi take up the pot and Anansi storm off and go on down by Mr. Breeze's house and he bang down the door. Mr. Breeze, come outside, hold your whole pot. You trying to play a trick on me, you know, and I is Anansi, I is the trickster. You trying to play a trick on me. You give me the tablecloth, it will work. You give me this pot, it will work. You pass on your blood on my tree and we have nothing to eat now. What you could do for me, eh? What you could do for me, Mr. Breeze? And by this time, Mr. Breeze said, Anansi is becoming a nuisance to me. Out of my kindness, I trying to solve a problem for Anansi. And he only coming back by me and making bacchanal. Hold on. And Mr. Breeze said, Anansi, I have one last item I could give you to solve your problem. You see that stick in the corner there? That big stick? Take that big stick. And when you want food, rest on the big stick and say, beat my big stick, beat me. And Anansi say, what? Mr. Breeze say, yes. Take the big stick and rest it down and say, beat my big stick, beat me. And the stick will cook food for you. And Anansi took the stick and say, alright, Mr. Breeze, and left. And halfway home, Anansi say, I wonder if this stick could really cook food, buddy. And Anansi rest on the stick. And Anansi say, beat me. Big stick beat me. And the magic stick get up just like that and start to share licks on Anansi back. If you see Anansi dancing in the road and this stick running down Anansi, and everywhere Anansi run, the stick running behind him and beating him. Anansi run straight home, straight through the front door, straight inside the living room, and he tell your wife, oh gosh, a big stick beating me. And the wife say, which stick? And as she say that, the stick start to beat she too. So Anansi and the family run out the house and run into the river, and the stick stood up on the river bank waiting for Anansi and his wife to come out with the children. And every time they try to come out the river water is hard lash from the stick. So Anansi and his wife had no other option but to cross the river and go and live on the other side of the forest. And that, my friends, is how Anansi ended up living on the other side of the forest with his family. Crick crack, monkey breaky back for peace of Pumarak. And what I want to tell you today, the moral of this story is anytime somebody is being gracious towards you, sharing gratitude towards you, and also showing remorse for something they have done wrong to you, you are obligated not to take that person for granted. And you're obligated not to abuse the little that people are giving you. This is Kester Peters, Malice School and Library Services. Thanks for joining in today for another great storytelling session. And we will have more folklore stories, West Indian stories, and Trinidadian stories from local authors. Thank you for coming out again today and enjoy your day. Remember, wash your hands, sanitize, practice social distancing, and we're going to make it. God bless everybody.